All right, Trey, Ronnie, and Ollie all left the games. I'll get with the trainers afterward to find out how serious they are. But obviously, none of them came back in the game. So I'll get you the details on that as soon as I find out and let you know.
Is there fear that the Trey Moore injury could be serious long term?
I really don't know. I mean, he was down. We walked him off, and then I really just grabbed Kyle in there. So you just got to give me time to figure that one out for you.
Seems like just a few days ago that you were talking about how well Trey was doing.
Trey? Yeah, I was. And, it's unfortunate. It's part of the game. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll get him back soon.
Coach, how would you evaluate your quarterback play?
Hard to evaluate. I got to look back at the tape, but, we dropped a few balls, right? We made probably some poor decisions at quarterback thinking through the game right now, and then there were some protection issues where we struggled. So, let me look at the film and try to get a better idea with where they're at, Obviously, Cam got a ton of reps in the first half, and Gronk came in and played, the majority of the second. Just really limited snaps. We weren't on the field very much.
What did you learn about your team overall?
A lot of the guys who were playing, I liked how hard they played. The details aren't good enough right now, and that's some guys that we're going to count on for depth, and I told them that at halftime. I said, these are important moments. It's preseason, and I want to see who can step up and who we can count on as we get ready to go towards the 53. But just the details. If you look, the disappointing part of the game is we have 2 holds on special teams on the returns, which were backed up early. Then we fumbled going in early. At least we would have had a field goal there. We fumbled. Then we shake a punt. We're backed up again. So we're backed up almost the whole first half. So when you try to evaluate it and you're playing from the -5 in, it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard for Bobby to call it. It's hard to play it. But those are self-inflicted. That's what's disappointing. So we're not where we need to be. Then the second half, we have a false start backed up. Then we have a wide receiver hold back up. Then we fumble a snap on 3rd and 4. Then we have an illegal gunner rep, and we have to repunt. 3rd down, pass interference. We can't get off the field. 3rd and 1, we don't convert. And then we drop a punt at the end of the game. So, just routing those off and playing the game in my head, it doesn't matter who's out there. If you can't do those little things right, you're not going to have success, and it's going to be hard to evaluate. I credit the defense, a lot of short fields, a lot of stops, a lot of times held to a field goal. I thought they played physical. We had a linebacker who I met this morning in my office, Steve, came in, met him, and he started the whole second half where we had to tell him the call, he had to give the call, and then we had to tell him what to do on every single play. So we were able to play like 2 calls in the second half, which has never happened to me in my life. So I just give him credit for going out and fighting, and that's what the preseason's all about, to find out who those guys are. So certainly disappointed, as any competitor would be, and we have work to do.
We didn't speak to you after the joint practice.
Yeah.
What was your takeaway from the joint practice overall?
Well, talking about the defense, I thought it was one of our better days on defense. If you turn on that tape, physical. Dominant against the run, aggressive. I thought we got after the quarterback. We played inspiring football on defense that, made me really proud. I thought it was a great day on D. Offensively, I thought we came out pretty quick and moved the ball. I thought we popped a nice run where Achane would have scored. We hit a little check down the sideline that would have went for an explosive, and then their pass rush, which I think they have 3 or 4 first-round picks, their pass rush came alive, and we got to clean some stuff up. There were some busts. There were some MAs. There's, not good enough. I thought their defense got after us towards that latter part. But great work. They got some really good players over there. Certainly did not like the fighting. That's not me, and that's frustrating. But I like the way our guys competed. Thanks for bringing that up.
We saw Chris Bell without a red jersey running routes in the pregame. Can you share with us if he has been cleared to return to full practice?
Close. He's still in the red jersey, right? So when he takes his red jersey off, he'll be cleared for contact, and we'll be ready to go. And, we'll sit down today. The players are off tomorrow, so we'll sit down tomorrow. We'll talk to the trainers and get a glimpse of where he's at and see if we can kind of ramp him up even more.
Was today just about having a good go through a pregame routine?
Yeah, you nailed it. Just made the decision. I thought it was really good for him. You know, the whole routine's different in this league, and I wanted him to feel it, go through it. So if he does get to play in a preseason game, or when he does play in a real game, it's not the first time. But he was not going to play today, just like our guys who played a lot of snaps on Thursday, we weren't going to play them today.
Jeff, between Ollie and Jalen and Carlos, what are your thoughts currently on how your running back room looks behind Devon?
I thought they ran hard today. I thought, you know, we didn't get many ops, but have to watch the film. Just thinking back, I thought, you know, Wright had the one kick return. I thought he hit it up in there. I thought Ollie hit a couple of runs. I know he got banged up a little bit there at the end. I thought Lowe's hit one. I think it might have gotten called back on a hold where he looked pretty explosive. Just let me watch the tape and give you a better answer. I don't want to make some stuff up.
We saw there was a player waived earlier today. Did anything unusual happen, or was that just a standard transaction?
Just a standard transaction. Found out about it late last night. You know, that's how our league works. It's like calling in a linebacker, walking to my office, saying, hey, how you doing? My name's Jeff, and you're going to play real football for us today. Where else in the world does that happen? I mean, the guy literally showed up this morning, didn't know his team, and was giving calls in the huddle. I mean, that is a story. I respect that, though, man. That guy played hard.
What can you say about what Kevin Coleman showed you today?
Yeah, I thought he made some nice catches. I thought he was competitive. I'll look back to see the blocks. But it's good to get him back. He's been very competitive at practice. I love the way he plays. But just another guy, I think when I talk to you, I'll probably have a better view of the game watching the tape.
Jeff,
I'll go both. Just go ahead.
go first.
I was gonna say, there was a halftime transaction.
I know.
It became official. Okay, yeah.
I just heard.
Oh, you just heard?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you know about Deontay McMillan?
I just found out.
Okay.
So whatever Ann told
Is he
me,
a guy you liked and something you knew about this, or?
I literally haven't even had time to think about it.
Sure.
I just talked to the team. Ann let me know. So if she gave me a scouting report, I could have answered better for you. But
Put a claim in before 4 p.m. You find out when the waiver wire comes out after 4 p.m. That's how the timing works there.
So it was just, I just found out. I'll talk to Sully in a little bit. But I'm excited.
Kevin, going back to Kevin Coleman, had 5 targets. I don't know if anybody else had more than 1 or 2. I guess what was the trickiness in spreading the ball around, or was there like a definitive effort to make sure Kevin got a workload when he threw the ball?
Yeah, probably a combination of both. You know, Kevin getting a chance to play, want to see if we can get the ball in his hand. But, you know, those are hard questions, right? What was the first read? What was the defense giving us? Where did he go with the ball? Was it there right away? Did he come all the way back to it? And those are stuff that I got to look at. But we certainly wanted to get him the football.